Hi everyone, welcome to Novastar webinar. Today's topic is about multi-batch adjustment. And same as before, we start, please have check if your mic is muted. And please text me your name, email address, and company name for record privately. We will share the PowerPoint and the video in a few days. You can also find all the videos of previous webinars in our YouTube channel. Just search Novastar on it. We also have a Q&A part later. You can type the questions in chat window. And after the presentation, we will answer the questions one by one. For any other questions not relevant to today's topic, please feel free to email us at northamerican@novastar.tech. Our engineer will follow up and get in touch with you very soon. So now let's welcome Gilbert to start the main course. Hey Gilbert, you can take over now.
Okay. Hello everyone, can you guys hear me? Okay, so today's topic is multi-batch adjustment. Multi-batch adjustment is a very useful feature of Novastar control system. First, let's say what is multi-batch adjustment used for? This function usually used for two applications. First one is use different batch panels together. For example, you purchased 300 panels last year for a project, and recently you just got another bigger project, so you purchased another 300 panels. So you want to use all 500 panels together, but when you put them together, you will see there were some color or brightness differences between two different batch panels. And the second one is replace different batch new modules. There were always some problems on old modules, like dead pixels or hardware issues. So you just replace it with new modules from different batches. And you will see they will also have some color and brightness differences. So for this kind of problems, here's picture shows the exact the color differences and brightness differences. For this kind of problems, we usually have two ways to solve these problems. First is to use our calibration system to do the camera calibration to match the colors. And the second one is use the multi-batch adjustment. Multi-batch adjustment is give you a way to manually adjust the coefficients inside of the LED modules to match the color together. So for this one, they will totally have 4 panels, and from 3 different batches. The top left one shows more gray, and top right one shows more red, and bottom 2 panels it shows standard white color. So here's another picture after we did the multi-batch adjustment for this small screen, and you can see the whole screen color, it's uniform, has a lot of improvement. So how to do the multi-batch adjustment? Before we do the multi-batch adjustment, we need to do some preparations. First, make sure your sending card and receiving card are from Novastar. And no matter which model you use, they all support multi-batch adjustment. And the second one is just use one PC for both video source and control PC, which means you need to connect the PC and the sending card with USB cable and HDMI cable. And third one is disable the scaling. If you use any video processor or you use all-in-one controller, just please make sure the scaling function is disabled. We need to make sure the whole screen pixel by pixel display. And for the fourth one is you need to install the software, because the multi-batch adjustment is a software function. Both no LCT and smart LCT software can do multi-batch adjustment. And the last one, fifth one, is enable chroma calibration. Just as I mentioned before, the multi-batch adjustment is give you a way to manually adjust the coefficients inside of the modules. So we need to make sure the calibration coefficients is adjustable. I'm not going to tell more about the first 4 preparations because it's pretty easy to understand. And for the last one, enable chroma calibration, you need to go to the software. For NOAA LCD software, when we finish to log into the software, we need to go to calibration and then select the online calibration. Go to bottom left corner, there was an enable disable calibration. Just select chroma calibration and hit the save button to enable the chroma calibration. So after you finished all of the preparations, so we can start it to do the multi-batch adjustment. So for the software, just as I mentioned before, NOAA LCD software and the Smart LCD software all can do the multi-batch adjustment. But today we mainly focus on NOAA LCD software. As for Smart LCD, we will arrange another webinar later to do the detailed explanation. So let's get started about the NOAA LCD software multi-batch adjustment. First, you need to run NOAA LCD software, go to user, log in with password admin, and then go to tools. There was an option called multi-batch adjustment. Click multi-batch adjustment, the software will pop up this window. This window is the multi-batch adjustment initialization page. On this page, there will totally have 2 things we need to do. First is we need to choose operation type. You just need to choose manual adjustment. As for apply adjustment file, later I'll tell you when we'll need to use apply adjustment file. And for the second one, colorimeter, you need to select the colorimeters. It's fine to not use the colorimeter. If you do not have colorimeter, just select no colorimeter. If you want to use the colorimeter, just select the models below. We recommend it to use CS2000 and CS108. And if you use different batch or different models colorimeter, it also supported. Just select other colorimeters. So here I choose no colorimeter. This is what we usually use. And then click next. You will go to add sample batch page. And you can see here the batch part. The default is there were 2 batches. If you want to add in more batches, just click the plus icon top left corner, and you can add in more batches. Just you can name it also. So for example, here I just added 1 more. Now we have sample batch 1, sample batch 2, and sample batch 3. So after we finish to add the batch numbers, next part is to add the sample area. Click that plus icon, that small plus icon. The software will go to this page. In this page, the software shows the whole square topology. And for the sample area selection, we can support panel level, module level, and pixel level. So just one click the panel to choose a panel and click add, and you will see pop-up window add successfully. This is how to add a panel as a sample area. If you want to just add a module, double click the panel and you will go to module level. And you need to manually type in the module size here, the first step. And the second one is you need to select one of the panels. And third one, click add to add one of the modules as the sample area. If you want to add a pixels or some of the pixels, you still need to go to the module level first and type in the module size. And you just need to select the display mode to pixels. So you will see every pixel of these panels. So here, the small square box is a pixels. So you can drag to select some of the pixels and then click add to add some of the pixels as the sample area. So after you finish to select the sample area information will be shows up here. And sometimes the customer just want to adjust the sample batch 2 to close the sample batch 1. So they do not want to change anything from the sample batch 1. So there's another function called fixed batches. Select the sample batch 1 and check the box fixed batches, and which means you already set the sample batch 1 as a reference. Later, what we did, the coefficients adjustment is only changes the sample batch 2. So after you finish that, click next. The software will be automatically process the data inside of the receiving card. And then you will come to this page. This page is sample batch adjustment. Selected both sample batch 1 and sample batch 2. Just check the box here. And then go to right part. Here's a coefficients adjustment. And for the adjustment mode, we have RGB and HSI. For the RGB, which means you can adjust the red coefficients, gray coefficients, and the blue coefficients step by step to match the red, gray, and blue colors. Sometimes the RGB mode is not enough to perfectly match the colors. So we already have another. So we also have another mode called HSI. The HSI means you can also adjust the brightness, the saturation, and the hue for the red, gray, blue colors. So after you finish the RGB adjustment and HSI adjustment, the red, gray, blue, and 3 colors may match together perfectly. But sometimes, due to the LED nature, sometimes we finish to adjust the red, gray, blue, and the white color is not matched together. There were some color differences between the on the white color. So this is caused by the LED nature. So we have another function called balanced. You can see here the balanced, just one click by balanced, and you will go to this page. Still need to manually adjust the coefficients, red, gray, blue coefficients, but that part is a final adjustment. We finished adjust the RGB coefficients, click next. There is another button called start balancing. Just one click, the software will be automatically to process the data and to furtherly change the adjusted effect to make sure the red, gray, blue color and white color all match together. Just one click to complete the balancing function. So after you did everything on this page, RGB mode adjustment, HSI mode adjustment, and balanced. And for now, there were 2 panels from 2 different batches that were matched together. And then click next. And you will come to the last step of the multi-batch adjustment. So for now, we already have 2 panels, the color matched together. If you want to apply the adjustment effect to other panels, you can click add area here, add areas here, and the software will be shows the whole screen topology again, and you can drag to select it, whatever the panels you want to apply the effect to, and then click add, and the software will be successfully added to that part, shows the information, and hit the apply button here, apply the effect to other panels. But sometimes it's hard to set up all of the panels in warehouse. So we have another way is you can save the file out to your local PC and apply this file to other panels later. So click save file, save the file to your desktop or other place of your local PC. And this file extension is LXY. And then click save to flash, which means we need to make sure that those 2 panels is matched together and save to hardware just in case power cycle lost everything. and then click complete to finish the multi-batch adjustment. So for now, we already have a file, but how to load the file? We need to go back to the first page of the multi-batch adjustment, which is the initialization page. So for the operation type, our second option is apply adjustment file. So for now, we can select the apply adjustment file because we already got a file. And then browse the file you just saved and click next. And you will directly come to last step of the multi-batch adjustment. Just did the same thing. Click add areas. And, click add areas, you can apply the effect to other panels. And this is about the multi-batch adjustment without the colorimeters. But what about we use the colorimeters? For example, here I selected CS2000 here and click next. And you can see on the add sample batch page, there was another section shows up called measurement value of a colorimeter, which means before we go to the coefficients adjustment page, we need to use the colorimeter to test your script to measure the red, gray, blue colors information like brightness, CX, CY, and fill in the blanks here. And then go to next step. When you click next here, the software will be automatically do the adjustment. And the software will be asking you, do you satisfied with the effect or your LED screens? If you think it's good enough, you do not need to manually adjust the coefficients again. Just click next, apply to other panels. So this is the only difference between with or without the colorimeters. So for now, this is all about multi-batch adjustment, no LCD software operation steps. Next, let's see adjust effect, the real cases, what we did on site. So this is before we do the multi-batch adjustment. There were some color issues between different batch panels. After we did multi-batch adjustment, the whole screen color become more uniform. And the second one is what we did for the module level multi-batch adjustment. You can see before we adjust the coefficients of the colors, there were brighter modules shows up. But after we did the multi-batch adjustment, the whole screen shows more uniform. So that's pretty much about the multi-batch adjustment. Next part is about the Q&A. If you have any question about the multi-batch adjustment, operation steps, or other questions about the multi-batch adjustment, you can send to chat windows. My colleague Alan will help to answer the question one by one. And thank you.